I picked up a shower rod or curtain rod from my local Walmart. I also have one of these Christmas garlands, and this one already has lights attached to it. So I'm going to begin by placing our curtain rod right on top of the garland, and then we're going to take the twist ties from the garland itself and just twist it secure to the pole. We're going to take the remainder of the garland and double up so that the garland's a little bit thicker and better quality. Now I'm going to come back in with some ornaments and just tie them right into the garland, and just continue with as many or as few ornaments as you would like. Now I have some of these smaller ornaments, but we're going to just take them and pop the tops off like this, and all we're going to do is take that ornament and poke it right into the pine. Now it's time to come back in with some green ornaments.
We're going to start with the wreath frame. Grab a metal clipper. You want to go around each one of the rings and clip off the metal. We're also going to grab some yarn. I put some cardboard down, grab some hot glue, and I'm going to grab that yarn and I'm going to tack it on there and roll it around and work your way around. Once you get all three of the same size ring put together, we are going to put them in place by putting them inside each other. But what we got to do is keep them together. So that's where the zip tie comes in. Cut off the excess, and then we're going to turn it over and do the same on the bottom. Now it's time for some fairy lights. These are perfect. What we want to do is take some hot glue on the bottom, and we're going to put the switch and glue it down there. And then what we're going to do is start wrapping it all the way around all of the arms. We've got to grab a cup and maybe a little twist tie or something. I'm going to put it through my little cup. Again, I picked this up at Dollar Tree. So put that on there, and you're going to twist tie that around.
I picked up 3 of these bouncy balls from Dollar Tree. I'm going to start by painting these. Your best bet is going to be using a chalk paint and just apply a really thin coat. The paint does not have to be perfect. Now I grabbed 2 paint sticks. I'm just going to hot glue these together to make one long one. Now I'm taking each of those painted bouncy balls and I'm going to attach them to the paint sticks. I am using Snowtex. This is a really cool textured medium. With everything dry, I can start decorating. So I've just got some little black stones. I wanted to create a little carrot for a nose. So I used some orange polymer clay and just baked this for about 10 minutes so it becomes nice and firm. I am using a big flower pot. I'm going to use some heavy stones to help keep it in place. Now I want to add some decorations.
Pick up 2 small tabletop evergreen trees. Line up the trees bottom to bottom. Place some glue at connecting points of the trunks and hold until dry. Fluff out the branches of the trees on both sides. Take your sparkly picks and connect them to the center of the trees and arrange the berries into the branches of the trees. Take your hot glue gun and secure them in place with a little glue. Grab some ribbon in a coordinating pattern and tie a simple bow. Slide a piece of the wired evergreen strip through the back loop of the bow and tie the bow to the center of the swag. Take it a step further and glue your bottle brush, tree, and any other embellishment you like to the center of the swag. Hang your new swag vertically on your front door.
I spray painted each of the bowls with different colors. I'm going to take the small cups and paint them with silver spray paint. I'm going to dip my finger into the paint, and then I'm going to rub that over the top of the accents on the bowls. I'm going to drill a hole into each, use some super glue and place it around the edge, and then I'm going to place the other bowl of the same color on top. Next, I'm going to take some twine and I'm going to tie a knot and stuff it through the hole. And then I'm going to glue the silver cup on the top. Glue the embellishments onto the bulbs.
Head to Dollar Tree and pick up green pool noodles, garlands, and fairy lights. Take pool noodles and a knife, create the shape of a J, and thread wire through the center of the pool noodles to help it hold the shape. Take a hot glue gun and garland and begin to wrap the garland around the pool noodle. Create the shape of an O and thread wire through the center of the pool noodle to connect both ends to hold the shape, and use hot glue to secure the ends together. Take a hot glue gun and a garland and begin to wrap the garland around the pool noodle. Take pool noodles and a knife to cut down 3 pieces that are the same length. Create the shape of a Y and thread wire through the center of the pool noodles to connect all of the ends to hold the shape, in addition to packing tape, and use hot glue to just secure it all together. Take a hot glue gun and garland and begin to wrap the garland around the entire pool noodle. Wrap the J, the O, and the Y with fairy lights.
I want to wedge this in really, really tight. I want to trim it to just beneath. I'm going to push this down into the styrofoam. So I have my large styrofoam ball here. And I'm going to push this one all the way down to the bottom. What I'm going to use now is S-pins. We'll start with this top one up here. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to take those greening pins and I'm going to secure this. I'm going to unwrap this and I am going to start with this down in the bottom of my pot. I'm going to go ahead and I've got all kinds of evergreen and Christmas picks and just add those in. And I'm going to fluff it and just add it. And the next thing we're going to do is add our holly just like we did below. I'm going to finish adding all of these berries. I'm just going to add some brown paint to it.
Let's create some Christmas decor using ornament balls and pool noodles. Start by connecting the ends of the pool noodles using duct tape. Now, connect the other ends to create a complete circle with the pool noodles. Next, create a hanger. Start gluing the ornament balls to the outer perimeter of the pool noodle circle. Here is a tip to consider. Don't put the glue directly on the pool noodle because the pool noodle will melt. Instead, put the glue on the ornament and let it cool for just a couple of seconds before attaching the ornament to the outside of the pool noodle. As you add ornaments and continue around the circle, you're going to want to put a little bit of glue in between the ornaments. Once most of the pool noodle surface is covered, start to glue smaller sized ornaments to fill in the gaps. You can take it one step further and glue small picks of greenery or other Christmas picks to fill in the gaps.
Right here we have our 9-foot garland. All I've done is I've just fluffed this out. Place your piece of berry and then just take the twist ties and use them as if they're a pipe cleaner securing your product in place. You can also do the same thing with some sprays. Just taking a pipe cleaner, stringing the ornaments, taking that pipe cleaner, twisting it secure, and then placing them wherever you find best. Now we have this really pretty white kind of fern texture.
Head to Dollar Tree and pick up mini Christmas trees and ribbon. Take 2 mini trees, glue and zip tie the bases together, add red berries to the trees with hot glue, add a big fake bow with hot glue to cover the center. Take a basket and flip it upside down. Cut a small hole in the bottom, thread the mini tree through. Secure with glue and rope if needed to make sure it doesn't move. Add a burlap ribbon around the base of the tree. Take a mini tree and hot glue the base to the bottom of a square base. Mix up plaster of Paris in a plastic cup. Follow the instructions on the container. Allow plenty of time to dry. Wrap the vase with snow, batting, or burlap. Add a burlap strand and Christmas ribbon with a bow to the front.
Just start with 2 pool noodles, put some hot glue on the ends here. So join those 2 at the end just like this. Take some white duct tape and we're gonna put this on here. So that's gonna hold it together along with the glue. I'll leave that on there. Go ahead and start at one end over here. So you take your tape, start right there at the end, twist and tape all the way down to the end. I grabbed this tape from the Dollar Tree and it's gonna be able to wrap the whole thing for you. Now that we've got our noodle wrapped, what we're gonna do is go back to the beginning and we're gonna run about 2 good glue strips here of hot glue. And then what you're gonna do is right at the 6-inch mark, go ahead and squeeze this over just like this. And we're gonna join these 2 pieces together. You've gotta hold this down while you're working on it. Run another set of glue just like that. We're gonna continue along the whole thing, running glue, folding it over. And we're gonna do this all the way to the end. Once we get to the end, what we're gonna do is put the last bit of glue on there and we will roll it up. You're gonna grab yourself some rubber bands. Once we get that first rubber band on, go ahead and put one more. After about 5 minutes, we can go ahead and take the rubber bands off and it will hold. Take a pair of scissors and right next to where the end is of the pool noodle, we're gonna go ahead and puncture it. Make like a cross. The farther in you can go, the better. Stab it in just like that. Turn it 90 degrees. Go in one more time just like that. Just fill the hole with hot glue and just put your stick right in there. Next, I went to the dollar store and grabbed a cellophane bag and you'll stick the whole project right inside just like this. And then we're gonna bunch it up at the bottom. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it in ribbon.